Hey guys, how's it going? ChadGallivanter here. Today I'm going to show you what to do in Mount Dora, Florida. When I moved to Central Florida more than 2 decades ago, Mount Dora was one of the first towns I selected for a day trip. I instantly fell in love with this New England-style town, its history, its architecture, its hospitality. There are plenty of things you will find in this town and nowhere else in Central Florida. Abby and I have put together a list of some of our favorite things to do in Mount Dora. Mount Dora dates back to the mid-1800s. It's located in Lake County, about 25 miles northwest of Orlando and 30 miles southeast of the Villages. The mount in Mount Dora comes from the fact that the town sits on a plateau, a whopping 184 feet above sea level. Let's start the list with what has become the icon of this town. It's a 35-foot red and white lighthouse that overlooks beautiful Lake Dora. The 750-watt photocell powers a blue light that guides all boaters navigating the lake after dusk.
This lighthouse is one of only 3 freshwater lighthouses in the state.
This is a great spot to observe water activity, let Fido get in some exercise, or take photos with the lighthouse, or this oversized chair. You can find the lighthouse just off of Tremaine Street at Grantham Point Park. Be aware that if you ask a local, they might refer to the park as Lighthouse Park.
To learn more about the town's unique history, head over to the Mount Dora History Museum, number 2 on the list. It's located inside a building that dates back to 1923 and served as the city's first fire station and jail. The museum traces the town's history with artifacts from the 1880s through the 1930s.
Listed on the National Register of Historic Places and coming in at number 3 is the Donnelly House, located on Donnelly Avenue. This giant Queen Anne-style home was constructed in 1893 by Pittsburgh native John Donnelly, who became the town's first mayor in 1910. It was designed by famed mail-order architect George Franklin Barber and is still a beauty. Today, the house is a Masonic lodge and not open to the public. Since 1928, the Mount Dora Lawn Bowling Club has been located at the south end of Donnelly Street at Lake Dora and makes the list at number 4. Early in the morning, you can catch dozens of bowling club members playing this relaxing yet highly competitive sport. This club is one of the largest of its kind in the U.S. and a point of pride for all Mount Dora residents. Be sure to check out the plaque in front of the clubhouse. It provides a lot of interesting history. Something you might not expect to find in this small town comes in at number 5. It's the Modernism Museum of Mount Dora. Can't wait to go inside and see this collection. What this little museum lacks in size, it makes up for in spades with its highly detailed curation. Abby and I visited during an exhibition that featured the private collection of the late David Bowie. After the rocker died in 2016, his extensive collection of works by the 1980s radical Memphis group was auctioned off. Many of them ended up at this museum.
This red typewriter is what started it all for David Bowie.
The exhibition is the largest gathering of Memphis objects ever presented in an American museum, and is something you must see in person when you're in Mount Dora.
I really enjoyed it. This is definitely one of the best things in downtown Mount Dora. The heart of Mount Dora can be found in the dozens of eclectic shops and restaurants that dot the downtown area. For number 6, I recommend spending several hours in retail therapy. One of my favorite places to find a good mystery is at Barrel of Books and Games on West 4th Avenue. They always seem to have a good read I can't resist. If you're looking to indulge your sweet tooth, head over to La Petite Sweets. This little bakery is so cute inside and specializes in small pastries and desserts.
Look at how small they are. You can enjoy these guilt-free.
While there are many nice sit-down restaurants in Mount Dora, too many to name, sometimes we like to pick up a quick snack. That's where the 7th recommendation comes in. Down an alleyway is a small eatery called The Salted Fry. They specialize in my favorite kind of fries, gluten-free Belgian-style fries called pommes frites. There is a variety of sauces and toppings to choose from, but I definitely have a favorite. Get the Happy Gnome sauce, it'll make your frites taste like a loaded baked potato. Also on the menu, sandwiches, gluten-free beer, and a self-serve wine station. You can't go wrong with this one, folks. At the town's epicenter is recommendation number 8, Mount Dora Marketplace. Spread out over 2 buildings, the marketplace features a number of local artisans and food vendors. It's an excellent spot to pick up a houseplant, a cold brew, or to just mingle with friends. Built in 1883, Lakeside Inn is the oldest continuously operating hotel in the state of Florida and comes in at number 9 on the list. The last of the Grand Victorian-era hotels in the central part of the state, Lakeside features dozens of guest rooms and suites on the banks of Lake Dora. You just can't beat this location. While you're checking out the lake, why not book a boat tour, our 10th recommendation? There are a couple of different companies that offer tours of Lake Dora, the Harris chain of lakes, and the famous Dora Canal, often described as the most beautiful mile of water in the world. Controversy surrounds our 11th pick. On the corner of Old Highway 441 and West 6th Avenue stands a house that has become known as the Van Gogh House. It's a private residence that created a stir with locals when a mural depicting the Dutch master's The Starry Night was painted on the exterior walls. The homeowners said it was done to help their son, who has autism. The town initially attempted to force the couple to repaint the house a solid color, but the challenge was eventually dropped, and now the house is one of those must-see things in Mount Dora. A great place to experience nature when you're visiting Mount Dora is to head just outside of town to Trimble Park, recommendation number 12. This locals park is an oasis of Florida wetlands beauty. It has a fishing dock on a pristine lake, places to have a picnic, a hiking trail, and campsites. The 13th and final recommendation should come as no surprise. Abby and I have done plenty of videos over the years at RENNINGER'S Twin Markets. On one side of the expansive property, you have a flea market, and on the other side is our favorite, the Antique Center. Here you'll find more than 180 antique booths inside an air-conditioned building. Outside is the Street of Shops, a series of small buildings along tree-lined walkways that are filled with treasures you'll be sure to love. There are special events every month, from antique extravaganzas and swap meets to military and steampunk shows. It's not hyperbole to say there really is something for everyone at RENNINGER'S. That's it. That's my list. Hopefully you found something fun and interesting to do the next time you're here in Mount Dora. As always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy gallivanting.